When was the last time you gave something without expecting anything in return? What if the key to a better life is not in what you receive, but it's in what you give? The truth is, are you living to receive or you're learning to give? When did you last give your time, give your attention, give your love intentionally?
When the sun goes down and the world grows quiet, when the noise of the day fades away, in the silence now I begin to listen to the lessons the night wants to say. Every moment, every fight, every wrong and every right find their meaning in the night. Night settlement, where the heart finds rest again. Night settlement, where the broken pieces mend. Through reflection, through the truth we understand. Night settlement, where tomorrow begins.
Welcome to Night Settlement, where the day ends and true settlements begin. We use the power of the night to command a fruitful tomorrow. With all the issues that happens during the day, at night we sit, reflect, we listen, we share, and then we solve the issues of life to command a fruitful day. Join me in this episode as we talk about the power of giving. Why what you give shaping who you become. We live in a world where most people are focused in getting more money, more cars, more houses, more fame, more opportunities. But only very few are intentional about giving. Now, giving is often misunderstood as giving in excess, but in reality, it's a principle of life that shapes you, that shapes your mindset and even your future. It is not about the material things, but it's the value, it's the mindset and the intentions. Now, what giving really means, I'll tell you a story, my story. I know that you'll be expecting me to tell you a normal story where I gave and then got something in return. But this is a story that shaped my life. This is not just a story, but it's a story that changed my mentality and the way I saw giving. Several years ago, in high school, in the higher institution, at my final year, I was having issues with my fees. I couldn't pay my fees. And I was at the verge of giving up all hope because, back in front, the money was not forthcoming. And then I lost all hope. And it was almost a forgotten story. I visited someone, just a casual visit. And then I didn't tell the person I had issues with my fees. We didn't have that discussion. But the person just opened up their wallet and pulled that money. And he handed over some money to me. And that money was just about my fees. And then I made a commitment that I would do the same, to help others with their fees, which I have, doing that. But this is the catch, and this is where I'm driving at. It is not about that I receive money and then I'm giving out money or payback. But it's because from the time I started giving, at least I've assisted with not one, not two, not three fees of different people that I need. Some I've been able to give them amounts that are more than what I received. Others lesser. But then, since then, it seems like I have always, have enough to give. And I have supported way more people, because I see that as the more I give, the more somehow I get even in return to give more. And that's where I'm driving at. Why is giving important? Giving is important in the sense that it's not just about giving to someone, but then you're working on yourself. That's what giving is all about. We give to receive. Giving is so powerful. The story in the Bible where Jesus fed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes of a small boy, a young lad. 5,000 people were hungry, and only a little boy had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. I bet that was his only meal. That was his last meal. And I wonder what it felt like when he was asked or approached to get or to bring his 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes. But he gave it out. He willingly gave it out. And to cut the long story short, the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes fed the multitude, fed 5,000. The catch of the story is the boy let his little go, not in his excesses, not from his abundance, all he had. And he let it go. And he not only put smile on the faces and satisfaction of the faces of 5,000 people, but there were leftovers. He had more than enough, more than his 5 loaves of bread. And the joy and the satisfaction that comes from putting smile on somebody's face, or wiping the tears, or lifting the burden off one's shoulders. The question is, what if the key to a better life is not in what we get, but from what we give? Giving carries the power of multiplication. And giving is not about giving material things. You can give your care, you can give your attention, you can give your time, you can give your skills to your loved ones, to people that are in need. You can give your family. You sit and ask yourself, when was the last time you gave to your parents? When was the last time you gave to your brother and to your sister? When was the last time you gave to a friend? When was the last time you gave something valuable to a stranger? People just want to receive. Because of the state of the economy, because of situations, a lot of people carries the mindset of just receiving at all time, and becomes very difficult to give. But when you give, you become less self-centered, and you're able to think about other people, you're able to have compassion for other people. Where should we give? Because you carry the mindset with you. You don't have to be in a specific place to give. You can give wherever you find yourself. You give to people that are in need. You give to the poor. Because I'm not telling you to take your money or to take your resources or to take your valuables and give to some rich. No. You give to those who are in need. You give to the hungry. You give to those that are poor. You give to those that are in need. Now the truth is, you may not be able to satisfy all their needs, but at least you contributing, because it's a principle of life. Imagine the farmer with his little seed. Let the seed go into the soil, and at that point in time, it looks like the seed is lost. It looks like the seed is gone. It looks like the seed he's losing a seed. But the seed leaves the hand of the farmer and goes into the soil and feels dead. But then that little seed grows. The forces of nature, the power of nature gets the seed to germinate and grow and then becomes a tree. And that little seed end up giving shelter, end up giving life, end up giving fruit, food, just from a little seed. Interestingly, the seed produces even more seeds, and then the cycle of life continues. So in giving the little, we are tapping into a bigger picture, a bigger principle of life. Remember, when you want to receive, you have to give. The last episode we talked about forgiveness. You want people to forgive you. You want to be forgiven. The question is, are you forgiving others? You want to receive what you don't give. That is impossible. You give what you want to receive. It's a principle of life. So if you give something negative, you get negative in return. If you sow something bad, you get something bad in return. And if you sow something good, you get even something better, even in a much fold, because that is the principle of life. The seed goes down and it comes up to a tree. The same way you give something and it comes back to you. Remember, the hand that gives is always the hand on top. The question is, do you want your hand to be on top or you want your hand below? Now, are you living to receive or you're learning to give? As you go out tomorrow, remember, you need to be intentional to give something. It may not be material, give something. And you don't give out of your excess. You give because it's a principle of life. And you give because you are building your mindset. And one benefit or the effect on those who give, on you, even in the little that you have, it always feels like you have, or you're walking in abundance. It always feels like you have more. And even the people you give always think that you have all the time. They may not know that you are not even having enough. But when you give, you command the forces of nature to give back to you. You help build a community, and moreover, you contribute into a circle of life. as well as you encourage others to give us. How beautiful it is for you putting a smile on someone's face by you lifting up their burden. How beautiful it is giving just a simple hug, giving just concern to people that I need. And the little things you give can go a long way to save someone, to help a life, to become valuable. Your giving inspires others to give also. So let us build this community as we build ourselves with a giving heart. You go out there, contribute in giving something, no matter how small. May not be material things, it doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be physical things. You can give a word to your spouse, to your partner, in your relationship. You can give kind words. You can give words of encouragement. You can give a call to your parents, to your loved ones. You can send a message. It's giving. Showing that you care. Showing that you care. Showing that you love. Showing that you are concerned. That is what giving is all about. Give today so that nature will give back to you. Giving is not about losing, but it's about positioning yourself for positivity, positioning yourself to grow, to add value, to impact, and to live a meaningful life. When you give, you don't just change someone's life. You change your mindset. You're working on yourself and you're building yourself. You're shaping your mind. As you go out tomorrow, be intentional about giving and give something. Don't just be focused on what you can get, but be intentional about giving, because givers, they never lack. Thank you for staying with me to the end of this episode. If this was meaningful to you, kindly make a comment, like, and share to someone you may just be helping a life. Join me for forthcoming episode. Have a wonderful night rest. I love you all. Peace.
When the sun goes down and the world grows quiet, when the noise of the day fades away, in the silence now I begin to listen to the lessons the night wants to say. Every moment, every fight, every wrong and every right find their meaning in the night. Night settlement, where the heart finds rest again. Night settlement, where the broken pieces mend. Through reflection, through the truth we understand. Night settlement, where tomorrow begins. Every dream we chase, every road we travel, leaves a story time. But the night will show what the day has hidden and reveal what's deep in the mind. Oh, night settlement, where the heart finds rest again. Night settlement, where the broken pieces mend. Through reflection, the truth we understand. Night settlement, where tomorrow